Now let's look at more examples. Suppose the scientist observed 20% of WTS has wounds, while none of them the BTS has. So we want to calculate the total number of wounded sharks. And so in this case, we use dot product, the total number of the two type of sharks, and the dot, the percentage of wounded number, that will be 20 times 0.25. That will give 5. And of course, you add the 0 times 15. That's going to be 0 anyway. Now, let's assume the scientists are also interested to look at the sharks, both sharks who had the lesions. And assume 30% of white tips shark has lesion, and the 20 of black tail sharks has lesion. And then you do the same calculation, and use the number, dot the number of the percentage of the lesion. Then you get a 20 times 0.3 plus 15 times 2.2. That make 6 plus 3 equal 9. That's a number. Dot product again. And what's next? The next, let's put the shark. If we are concerned both the weight, the wounded number, and the lesion, we want to put all the numbers together. What are we going to do? So we let the A to be the matrix record all the numbers we are concerned. So the first column are the weight of two types of sharks. Second one is the percentage of the wounded. The third one is the percentage of the lesion of the sharks. Now we can calculate the multiplication of this original matrix with all the shark information, which is the total number of sharks in each month. That's a 6x2 matrix. And the A as the information about their weight, wounded, and the lesion, it's a 2x3 matrix. Now we do the multiplication. We know the 2 equal 2. That's good. That's the Q in the general case. And we're going to end up with a 6x3 matrix after the multiplication. Now we know how to do the multiplication. Let's pick a few elements to show you how do you get this one. This is second row, first column. Then you select the second row, first column. And what does this mean? 228. That's the total weight of sharks in the second month. So it's a dot product of the number of sharks to the weight distribution. And select another one here. What does that mean? This is the third month. We call month 2, actually 3. It's better this way in reality. Depends you learn computer science or other field. So it's the third month, the total number of wounded shark. So third row, that's the third month. And second column, that's the percentage of wounded sharks. So it equals 4.69 is about 5 sharks, maybe 5 million sharks, depends on the unit, times 0.25 plus about 5 again times 0, that's about 1. And you get the idea. Let's pick the last one here. What does that mean? This will be the 5th row and the 3rd column. The 5th row, the 3rd column, that's the total number of the lesioned sharks. And you can multiply. So now you get the idea how to do the multiplication of the matrix. But the more important, you connect those numbers to the meaning of the biological study. And you also can identify why this, if the result is meaningful, should never be confused, be the same number. Well, you are talking about 2 types of sharks. Any accumulation result based on the 2 types of sharks, of course, this middle variable q is the same, equal 2. All right, now we learned that the matrix multiplication is nothing more than the extension of dot product. You just have multiple vectors put together.